Hello and good morning. Today our group project is multifunctional wheelchair with AutoCAD and working model 2D. Before we start, I will introduce my group member. First, my name is Crystalline Anak Hendry. Next is Luciana Jyoti Anak Hendry. And lastly is Siti Balkis binti Abdul Taib. Pointing to the sections of the global challenge, we are experiencing a major demographic change in the world. Our population is aging as well as experiencing an increase in disabilities. This demands a more pressing requirements of enhanced mobility solutions. The drawback with conventional wheelchairs is that they will only offer them with point A to point B mobility. They do not assist in such essential demands as position change to avoid source or rising in case of health and social life. This functions whole puts user into addictions and lowers their quality of life. Move to our missions. This was the gap that we were to bridge directly. We embarked our creating a multifunctional wheelchair, and our main visions was to enable them to feel independence through the achievement of their day-to-day mobility needs without relying on the immediate help of a nurse or caregiver. Our innovations is a combination of three important mechanical functions, namely reclining, lifting, and standing support into one entrusted system. Indicate to our engineering approach, we embrace a simulations first rigorous method of engineering in order to make our design viable, safe, and stable. We adhere to a systematic design life cycle and most importantly, apply to working model 2D software to model the physics, the force, motions, and stresses in our mechanisms far earlier than any actual physical model. We also created detailed 3D models with an optional lightweight, commonly steel frame, optional motorized, and all-terrain wheels. Conclude on the outcome. Conclusion: these introductions preconditions a project in which advanced digital simulations will be implemented to design a practical and innovative mobility facilitator. We aim to provide a design that truly facilitates independence and improves day-to-day living.
Hi, my name is Luciana Jyoti and Henry, metric number 99541. So let's begin with why we undertook this project. Our two main objectives were: first, we aim to design a wheelchair that allows patients to move independently even when a nurse isn't present. This isn't just about mobility, it's about restoring autonomy and dignity to the user. Second, we prioritize comfort for both the patients and the caregiver. A comfortable patient is more confident and a comfortable nurse can provide better, safer care. Every design choice we made was guided by these two principles, independence and comfort. To bring our design to life, we followed a structured three-phase approach known as the System Development Life Cycle or SDLC. In the planning phase, we defined what the wheelchair needed to do, selected the right software tools, and sketched our initial concept. In the execution phase, we moved into simulation and modeling. We used Working Model 2D to test mechanics and AutoCAD to create a detailed 3D prototype. Finally, in the analysis phase, we reviewed simulation data to validate performance, safety, and stability. This iterative process ensured our final design was both functional and reliable before we move forward. Now, let's take a closer look at the key components of our 3D model. First, the battery pack. We chose a lithium-ion battery because it's lightweight, long-lasting, and powers our 200 watts DC motor reliably. Second, the joystick controller. This gives the user full, intuitive control over movement, promoting independence without complexity. Third, the wheels, they're made from the high traction, durable materials and can rotate 360 degrees, which making them suitable for both indoor and outdoor use. And finally, the frame, we constructed it from chromoly steel, a material known for its high strength to weight ratio. This makes the chair both sturdy and easy to maneuver. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
For the first scenario for our working model today, we're going to see for the straight line of flat surface. For this, there's needed only regular forces for the wheelchair to go through. For the second scenario, we're going to look at inclined surfaces. So, for if forces is needed to make the wheelchair move upward, and if we use less forces, it will cause us the wheelchair to slip down the inclined surfaces, and this will cause some safety cases toward the patient. For the third scenario for the working model and the final one, we're gonna look at the declined surfaces. So in declined surfaces, less forces are needed to move the wheelchair downward. If we use more forces, it will cause the wheelchair to slip and causes a safety problem toward the patient and the user.
This 3D model shows the main components of our wheelchair design. The joystick controller allows users to control movement easily and accurately. The lithium-ion battery pack is lightweight, long-lasting, and powers the motor efficiently. The high durability wheels provide good grip and can rotate 360 degrees, making the wheelchair suitable for different surfaces. Lastly, the frame, made from chromoly steel, forms the main structure of the wheelchair and provides high strength while remaining lightweight.
For this discussion, so we're gonna focus on to make the wheelchair accessible and easy to use, then to ensure the comfort and safety of the patient or the user, suitable for outdoor and also indoor, and can be used independently without human assistance, and also promote user independence and satisfaction. So for the main objective of this project, we need to design a lightweight yet a functional wheelchair for everyone to use. We need to ensure the versatility in all environments, so basically it can be used in any environment, whether you have like a rocky environment or like outdoor environment, so it can be used there. Other than that, it improve mobility and ease of use. And next is support independent movement. So basically, to make this wheelchair can be used the person without human assistant or anyone assistant. There are three main parts I'm gonna discuss more in discussion. The first one is design and comfort. The second one is mobility and safety, and the third one is motor system. So for the design and comfort, we decided to go with a strong and durable main frame. This is help to balance the structure and optimize the weight distribution within the wheelchair. Lightweight design for easier handling, so basically it's easy for the patient or the user to bring the wheelchair out. And then ergonomic backrest design, basically this is targeting toward more comfort, so rather than we not feel comfort while using the wheelchair, the patient can be more comfort while using the wheelchair. So the next one is slightly angle backrest. So basically, human body are not technically 90 degrees angle backrest. So for me, it's better for us to have like a slightly angled backrest for a more ergonomic design and more comfortable to the patient. So the next is for the seating, we use memory foam, so it will add more comfort and also make it more breathable. And for the design and comfort target, we mainly target for the wheelchair to be more comfortable lah to use, because wheelchair for some people, there are main uses for their daily life. So for the second one is mobility and safety. So for this part, we decided to go with a two-wheel with handwheel. This handwheel allow a manual operation without assistance. There are two front wheel that provide a smooth turning, so the user doesn't need to like lift the wheelchair and go and move it to a certain angle. Next is easy to navigate through doorway and crowded, while having like a front wheel that provide smooth turning. It will help us to navigate more smoothly in doorways and crowded spaces. And next is there are also built-in manual braking system. This is basically for the safety of the user. So if the wheelchair goes to the not wanted movement or like too fast, the user of the wheelchair can use the braking system to slow down the wheelchair. So, and the braking system is positioned specifically near the handle, so it's easier for the user to use the braking system. For the last one, which is the motor system, we decided to make this can operate manually and motorizedly. So basically saying that it do not need to use human forces or human assistance. So basically for the motorizing system, we decided to use lithium-ion battery because it's more easy to get and it's more easy to use. Other than that, we decided to put the battery under the seat to make the seat lower its gravitational center of gravity. So this will help with the safety also. Is it because if you have the lower center of gravity, the wheelchair will be most likely not gonna fall or slip. Other than that, it's easy to use because it have like a very simple controller right in the handle, so the user can only use the controller to move around without needing any human assistance. The third one, the last is ergonomic rear handle for the caregiver assistant. So basically the handle will be ergonomically designed to comfort and for the comfort of the assistant, so it's easy for the assistant to help and also easy for the user to use it as well. So for the conclusion, from what we learned from this project is basically how to design a wheelchair that can be used to everyone or every patient or every human being in the world. So basically from here we design how to combine like a lightweight structure to ergonomic design and with a touch of modern feature. And from this project also we learned that how to make the wheelchair to be more comfortable and safety and easy to control. From this project also we learned that we need to offer like a very large of customizable feature for different user, because different person have a different type of disability. So the bridge between the gap of basic wheelchair and high quality mobility can be smaller, so it's easier for everyone to use it. So it will improve the user independency and the quality of life if we decided to make a wheelchair that can be used with everyone or every type of disability. Other than that, it will demonstrate how technology can be positive in daily life. This meaning it's help us to learn that technology sometimes can help us to make life easier, or help us to help someone to make their life easier.